This is your daily ear nugget. However, first, a few quick updates. We are T-minus 2 weeks to the newest baby squid. So, happy thoughts, prayers, hang in there. We're all pulling for Mrs. Squid. Okay. I have been retarded busy. Miss Harmony and I will be at the Arkansas Preparedness Network's Prepper Expo on not this weekend but the following. We're looking forward to it, just to go hang out with people, because we're just people. We're not celebrities, and we're not being treated as celebrities, and I don't want to be, because we're not. Like, it's not that kind of thing. We're just looking forward to going and hanging out with cool people. So I'm digging that. Like, I'm looking forward to that. The woodworking is going crazy. Got lots and lots and lots of stuff going on. Lots of side work. Texas stuff, Oklahoma stuff, some Arkansas stuff. It's all over the place. So that's the immediate update. Now here's your nugget. I started shooting this earlier and I stopped and I deleted, and we're gonna start over again. How many guns is too many guns? It's tough. A lot of preppers, that's their go-to, man, guns. Don't get me wrong, I love guns. I'm a huge proponent of firearms and the Second Amendment. But owning guns does not give you a proficiency with guns. Just like owning a really cool bushcraft knife doesn't make you a really good bushcrafter. It just makes you a guy that owns a bushcraft knife. So I think a lot of people own more firearms than they probably should, truth be told. And it's funny because I started shooting this video this morning, and the Revolting Man just came out with a video around lunchtime today. The one round you ever need, or something to that effect. I was like, SOB, man, I was just talking about that. Well, I deleted that video, and here we go again, take two, right? And his basic premise was, aside from the modern infantry rifle, AR, M4 platform, how many, there's one round that in your pistol and your rifle can get the job done. So you can go watch his video if you want his opinions on that. But I just found it interesting that we kind of had the same thing working on us at the same time. But hold on, I need these shades so I can look tactical. Aha, oh yeah. Alright, so I wanted to tell y'all, firearms wise, there are 9 firearms in our house. I don't know if that's a lot, not enough, too many, just right, in your opinion. But I can tell you, in my opinion, as of right now, it's just right. If my great aunt Thelma dies and leaves me $250,000, we'll probably buy a few more. But, So we have 2 modern infantry rifles. We have 2 rifles, 2 shotguns, and 3 pistols, not including air rifles. So actual firearms, we own 9. There are 2 adults in my house. The adults, we could not shoot all of these firearms at the same time if our life depended on it. If I had to, I could staff up a team of 4 or 5 people with firearms. If I had to. But, we don't have a ton of guns. I don't have a bunker full of firearms. Nothing against people that do, but I don't. And I don't have a ton of money to buy half a dozen, 10 dozen extra rifles right now, and a dozen magazines to go with each rifle for when the world ends, for people that find their way to me. I would like to have that at some point. I'm not there. I've thought about getting those, man, Free Mold or Freedom Mold or something like that. It's like $300, and you mold your own polymer AR lowers. They send you enough to do, I believe it's a 5 lower kit, but the reviews say you can definitely, if you don't suck at life, get at least 6 and in some cases 7 lowers out of the number of molds, or the amount of equipment and material that they send you for $300. That's not really bad at all. And I know you could buy 80% lowers or 100% lowers or whatever, and I get all that. I'm just looking at it from a cost analysis standpoint. So I've thought about that, but for what? Why do I need more guns? I want more guns, but wanting and needing are two different things, and I think that's kind of the point that I'm getting at here, is wanting and needing are two different things. I would love to have way more firearms, from a collector standpoint, from a preparedness standpoint, from just a recreational standpoint. I love firearms, but I don't need any more than I have. I have just the right amount. I have a deer rifle, I have 2 ARs, a couple shotguns, got a 22, and some pistols. A 9mm, a 357, and a 45. Our bases are just about covered, you know what I mean? Just about covered. So it really begs the question, what do you need as a prepper? What firearm should you have? And of course, there goes Hayden. No, that's not Hayden. Hayden's behind me. And of course, that's everybody's favorite question on the topic of preparedness. There's multi-million hit videos out there, top 5 guns for SHTF, blah, 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 blah. Man, all I'm going to say is the same thing everybody else says. Is there a top 5? What top 5 guns? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's not what everybody else says. I could just rattle off all these different firearms that you should own. It doesn't matter. You should own guns you're comfortable with. That's what you should own. And the guns that you're comfortable with, you should be able to operate proficiently with gross muscle movements, right? It should be ingrained in your muscle memory. Get rid of your fine motor skills and just get it down to gross muscle movements where it's all memory. You don't think, you act. And that's just a function of time spent training. But, would it be cool to have a Nemo AR platform and 300 Win Mag with a gigantic, 6 to 24 by 50 variable power scope on it? Yeah, that'd be really cool. What do I need it for? Not a damn thing. I don't need it for anything. I would like to have it, but I don't need it. And so I would just advise y'all to draw a line in the sand between what you want and what you need, preparedness wise, whether it's firearms or anything else. And again, be totally realistic with yourself and your budget and your expectations and your capabilities and your spouse, because a lot of people use preparedness, I'm finding, as an excuse to buy crap that their wife or husband wouldn't otherwise let them buy. That is not a healthy relationship, y'all. And believe me, I get it. I know that there are reluctant spouses out there that being prepared for a situation, whatever that situation is, an extremely valuable thing. But there's a difference between buying green beans and spending $3,000 on a rifle that you don't really need in the first place and not telling your wife about it under the guise of being better prepared. Okay? So, this is real world crap I'm talking about here. These are situations I have been privy to. So, all I'm saying is, don't buy toys because you want to, and then use preparedness as an excuse for why you bought it. You're not helping your spouse be any more comfortable with this whole, preparedness mindset. So just be honest with yourself, right? How many guns do you need? You really only need one gun. really only need one gun. And if you only have one gun, you need to be damn proficient with it. Besides that, I mean, you should have a pistol, you should have a rifle, whether that's a modern infantry rifle or a deer rifle or whatever, but I'll say a pistol, a deer rifle, something for schwacking meat that you can put on the table, a modern infantry rifle, AR, M4 platform, AK if that's your gig, whatever, okay? That's 3, and a shotgun. 12 gauge is what I would recommend because the ammo is ubiquitous. It is everywhere. That's 4 weapons. What's the 5th weapon everybody should own? And I can see most of y'all are screaming, 22 long rifle! Okay, get one. You guys know how I feel about the 22. Great training round, good for small game. That's it. That's it. It is not an SHTF round. If I can't effectively kill a skunk with it, why would you bet your life on it? There you go. So that's your ear nugget for today. Firearms, how many is too many? I don't know. You can really only carry 2, a sidearm and a long gun. Besides that, if you have multiple deer rifles and multiple calibers and multiple carbines set up in multiple different configurations, and you have, you know, half a dozen pistols or a dozen pistols and race guns and your duck shotgun and your dove shotgun and your whatever, you know what I mean, my pheasant shotgun and my rabbit shotgun, but you don't have any food put up, or you don't have water storage and water treatment, water purification, you don't have bug out bags yet, you're doing it wrong, okay? And I say that in all love. So I got to get fuel. I got to go, just left the main job, going to the side job. So I hope this helps. And we'll talk soon. Shalom, my brethren.